Hello. It's been a while since I have recorded a video, but I am working on something that I thought might be fun to share, which is some experiments with NPCs in Neos VR. I have done NPC experiments before, but I'm hoping to take it slightly further this time than previous. So I figure the place to start, like the very basics of any NPC, is to make one that moves. So we'll start with just moving straight forwards. I have this model here. Let me switch so you can see it better. Just a crude thing for testing, and I added a little procedural animation so that when it's walking, you can see that it is walking. And if we switch over to this copy of over here, this particular one over here is so basic that it doesn't even walk in the direction it's facing. It just goes in a constant forward direction. But, I mean, hey, start somewhere, right? So if you look at the logics, it's just doing host user on update, takes the walking speed, which is set at 0.5 meters per second, multiplies it by the forward vector times change in time to adjust for varying frame rate or varying update rate, takes its local position, adds the movement to it, sets local position. So if we tell this one to go ahead and start walking, bear with me. There it is, walking. You can see this one walks forwards. So there's like the most basic forward movement for an NPC. Not really even an NPC at this point, but it's a thing that moves. So let me demonstrate the problem with that bit of logics. If we take the NPC and we just spin him around a bit so he's facing a different direction, which I will just do manually with the dev tool. So let's say he is facing, I don't know, that way instead. Turn walking back on. He is not walking forward. So we have to offset his walking direction to match his rotation, which isn't that much harder. I might even trim this part out of the video because it's not really relevant. We will see. Okay, so to make the NPC walk in the direction it's facing is only a slight modification to what we had before. What we do is we take, instead of taking a set direction for what we add to its position, we take the transform direction. So we give the direction we want it to walk, in which case this is set up so forwards is positive z. So we want it to walk in the plus z direction. And we do transform direction from the NPC's local slot, which is this one here, to its parent coordinate space. So we get, forward direction in its local space, but in the parent slot's coordinate space. Then we multiply that times the walk speed, which is just this 0.5 again. Then we multiply that times delta time to make up for varying frame rates or update rates. And that's our step forwards per one update. Then just local transform plus step, set local position, and that's it. That will walk forwards in the direction it's facing. Allow me to demonstrate. Oops, you don't want to look at me, you want to look at the NPC. Oh well, close enough. So if I turn on walking for this guy right now, which currently is just done through the inspector, you can see the NPC walks forwards. Now if I bring him back and let's say rotate him off in that direction, turn on walking again, you can see he walks forwards in the other direction. Maybe. And that's all there is to walking forwards. Next thing will be to walk to a specific target, which actually is incredibly easy once you have this.